All right, on to topic number 3 here. We're coming back to D.C., where some pretty controversial and shocking comments were made by a Republican lawmaker, Congressman Gary Palmer. He's a Republican from Alabama, speaking out about D.C. public schools, and he said this on Capitol Hill yesterday.
You're not only your schools not only dropout factories, they're inmate factories, and you can look at this anywhere you want to in the country. And a lot of these adolescents who are committing these crimes are kids who, if they graduated high school at all, and this is pretty consistent around the country, and you can shake your head and disagree with it all you want to, Mr. Allen, it's just the fact. So, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
If I could just respond, Mr. Chairman. I don't agree that the D.C. public schools are inmate factories. I will say that our urban...
I'm not saying all of them are.
Sure.
I said you have some crappy schools. So you're telling me all of them are excellent?
Yeah, I didn't appreciate that one little itty bitty teeny weeny bit. And just to categorize an entire school system like that is just
I mean, I think
dangerous.
you have to make a distinction. One thing is low academic grades, which D.C. certainly has the facts to back that up. Unfortunately, they are ranked one of the last school districts in the country. When Maryland, Virginia are 6th and 8th. Virginia 6th in the country, and this is according to some polls. But to then say, to make that leap to criminal activity.
Yeah, inmate factory, come on.
That is a large leap. So, Joe, you talked to people on the street.
I talked to people out on the streets. As you can imagine, they felt the same way we did. Here's what they had to say. Check it out, everybody.
What do you think when you hear someone say something like that?
Well, I think it's it's disgusting to have someone say something like that about a city that they don't know nothing about.
Thank you very much.
So I don't know much about Alabama, but I do know a little about D.C. schools, you know, and they have their issues, but I think they're pretty good schools.
The school system has its issues, but will we go as far as to call them inmate factories?
No, this is a school system, you know. I mean, this is a good city, you know. Every city's got its bad spot. Every city's got its good spot. I'm not from here. I've been living here for a while. I was in the Army, which is what brought me here. I don't see the problem on that. No, definitely not an inmate. You know what I mean? I don't think the kids are going to school and, you know, committing crimes that, you know, you would say they're inmates and you know, lock them up like it's a cell. That's absolutely ridiculous.
I won't call us no inmate factories. There's a lot of us that's successful. You know, we do a lot of good things and a lot of good deeds.
I think it's disrespectful. I went to Anacostia, graduated from Anacostia Senior High School.
Yes, indeed.
And I'm not an inmate. Didn't have no plans on it, none of that.
Right.
So he shouldn't make a statement like that and generalize it and make it seem as if that's what our city is doing, because this is where we're from. So I think it's kind of disrespectful for him to make that comment.